Так. Ну что, поехали проходить, как говорится, финальный эпизод. Добренько. Так. Мгм. Давай, поехали. Кстати, я что заметил? Так, сейчас, секундочку. Так. Так, список игр за Among Us. В общем, я что заметил? Есть небольшая отсылочка на The Walking Dead, сейчас вам покажу. Так. Есть отсылочка, которую понимают только олдики, блядь. Ну, поехали, чё? Так. В общем, если мы сейчас зайдем в главное меню и откроем персонажа, сейчас я вам покажу. Вот так, бонусы заходим и заходим книга сказаний. И вот тут есть персонаж, который в общем, The Walking Dead эпизод 2, сейчас покажу вам. Где он? Вот она. Никого не напоминает? Так, даже давай вспомню, ее вроде как ее там звали. Так. Эпизод. Вроде бы ее Джейд звали как-то так. Эпизод. Так вот, все персонажи сейчас найду ее. Вроде бы как на Джейн назвали на букву Д, я не помню точно. А вот, Джейн ее звали, да, я был прав. В общем, короче, это тот же самый персонаж, только, блядь, в The Wolf Among Us. Ну, это, конечно, рофл, блядь, дикий. И плюс еще, как мне кажется, там есть персонаж этот, который из проституток был. Сейчас скажу, как ее тоже звали. Хотя ладно, похуй вообще, честно говоря. Ладно, давайте поехали проходить шоу. Финальный эпизод, наконец-то. О, вертолет летит, ну заебись.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss. You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
You're right that there's a conspiracy, but you're the one behind it.
I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I am truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
You know who did it. Now tell me.
Fuck you, Bigby. You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than a...
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Georgie.
Get your hands off me!
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
the fuck out of here.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Oh, God. This way. Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Fuck! What was that? done it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going.
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
Holy shit.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. How did this... Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. Well, it won't be your fault. Oh, fuck.
Here.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? Had to say goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
Get out of the way. Now.
No. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore. Ugh.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just trying
I know what you were trying to do.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted?
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh! Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man. Give him hell.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer.
You deserve worse than this, Georgie.
I suppose you're right. No more games, all right. We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Still warm. He's here, all right. Of course. So this is where they've been sending these.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf. You used to be something. They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could... What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing. And what would Miss White think? You show up with nothing but a corpse. No answers, no proof. You'll never know the truth, and she'll barely stand to look at you. Is it worth it?
This is it for you!
You're making a big mistake.
No, you said enough.
Where the hell is Bigby?
Oh, come on!
Where is he?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, any minute. And then we'll get started. I really appreciate you taking the time. I know it's short notice, but given the circumstances... What have you done?
Oh, God.
Bigby.
Shit. He killed him. Holy shit.
I didn't think you had it in you, Bigby.
Stop it!
You ripped him apart.
I told you to bring him back alive.
You really fucked him up.
What did you do? He's all...
You did this to him?
Why?
It's over. Crooked Man is dead.
No shit.
I thought I wanted him gone. But this...
It's terrible. No, it isn't.
What the hell happened? Tell me. Tell me what...
Блядь, ну не совсем что ли охуели, блядь? Вы чё, ебанутые нахуй? Блядь, тут должны быть все довольны, что я его ёбнул, блядь. Это конченый мразь, который манипулировал всеми, блядь. Какого хуя, блядь, все недовольны? Кроме, блядь, 2 человек. Вы охуели, блядь? Ёбаный в рот. Чё, давайте дальше тогда хули.
И why you did this?
Сука.
I think it's pretty
He
clear.
nearly ripped his head off.
Please, explain yourself.
I had to do this. He was a danger to all of us. I couldn't risk bringing him back here unless I removed the threat.
And you felt comfortable making that call on your own?
Look at him.
Oh, God. Would it have been that hard to restrain him? Did you really have to murder the man?
Hang on. It's not murder.
Then what would you call it?
Justice, maybe?
This is not justice! You know it's not.
Why not?
This is Bigby Wolf doing whatever the hell he wants.
Which, in this case...
You can't do things like this anymore.
I say it is justice, and that's the end of it.
Are you serious?
That is not the end of it.
What are you getting on his case about? He did the right thing here. If this fucker killed Lily...
And Faith.
How can we be sure of that? Without a trial, what evidence do we have? We never had anything concrete. That's why we needed him here.
Are you telling me the killer might still be out there?
Why'd you kill him then?
Crooked Man was the prime suspect, but without his testimony, we have nothing.
The Crooked Man ordered their deaths. He's behind it.
He ordered it? Well, then who the fuck did it?
Georgie did.
Georgie?
Where's Georgie now? If we bring him in for questioning, What? Where is he?
Bigby? Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
You're on board with this?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like the Crooked Man didn't deserve it. And if Georgie killed them...
You think anyone deserves this?
Your job is to keep Fabletown safe. The minute you start abusing your position by attacking people, we betray the trust of this community. And killing those people out there, on your own, without due process, it makes us look like
killers?
How could you do this?
It's just one thing after another.
Look, I'm glad he's fucking dead.
But like this?
What does it really matter?
He could do this to any of us.
You should be thanking me. I took care of the Crooked Man and Georgie. It's all over because of what I did.
I can't believe this. I made myself very clear. This is not okay.
Snow's right. This is disgusting.
Oh, it's much worse than that.
What, are you guys buddy-buddy with the Crooked Man all of a sudden? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Gran.
Everyone, that's enough! Bigby, I can't protect you without the support of this community. The minute you kill another suspect, I won't be able to stop them from calling for your resignation.
And yours.
If that happens, I can't defend you. Do you understand?
He's not gonna listen to you.
I thought you had my back, Snow.
I do, but that only goes so far. Listen, maybe you were right this time about the Crooked Man, but what happens when you're wrong? The second you make a mistake about someone, I won't watch you become a murderer.
I think it's too late for that.
I know what I'm doing.
Having some personnel issues, Miss White? Can't control your mutt?
Bluebeard, this is hardly the
It
time.
looks like as long as the wolf thinks you're guilty, he has free reign to murder you in your sleep.
No, that's not
Is this
how-
what we can expect from now on?
Yeah, you make one mistake and Bigby's gonna rip your head off?
Hey, that's not fair.
Nah, he'll just bat you around for a while. Make sure you get thoroughly fucked up.
That's not going to happen.
Or just beat us to death?
Are we even protected anymore? If we're throwing out the charter...
We're not throwing out the charter.
How do you expect to enforce that?
Just don't break the law. You have nothing to worry about as long as you're following the rules.
The punishment doesn't always fit the crime, though, does it?
Which is why I wanted to deal with the crooked man here. That was the plan.
That was your plan.
Please, the sheriff isn't going
You
to...
see? The wolf does whatever the hell he wants, and the princess is no better.
Now, hang on a minute.
You don't believe me? They came to my apartment, and then for no earthly reason, she wanted my tree destroyed.
What? Why would you do that?
She was helping people glamour themselves as other fables. We couldn't let that continue.
I can't say I'm fucking surprised.
I am. Snow, how could you do that?
You tried to ruin my life, for no reason at all.
What else were we supposed to do?
There were other options.
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why. You can pretend it's about law and order, but it's time you stopped lying to yourself. You wanted to get back at me for what Crane did. But that doesn't justify it. You both just act out of your own selfish desires. It doesn't matter what's right. At this point, I'd rather have Crane.
You don't mean that.
At least Crane didn't kick the shit out of everybody.
Or destroy what's ours.
He also earned the position.
Don't start.
He left us alone.
Things will only get worse now.
You can't really believe that.
I've had about enough of this shit. You really think you'd rather have Crane back? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Excuse me?
Hey, wait.
You can't talk to us that way.
Bigby's right. You people don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Do you seriously think you want Crane back? He was an asshole, and he didn't do shit for any of you. Snow and Bigby found my sister, when Crane wouldn't even look.
Yeah, but they only came around when they thought it was Snow White who ate it.
No, they cared about Lily. They care about all of us. Even if they've got a funny way of showing it sometimes.
Thank you, Holly.
Oh, come on, Holly. Maybe Snow gives a fuck, but Bigby? I mean, this, I get. But I didn't do shit wrong, and I got tossed around your fucking bar.
That was different, Gren.
Holly's right. Crooked Man took over my shop, but Bigby tried to help me out.
Everyone, please, just calm down.
We have a right to be heard.
Are you afraid of what we have to say?
This isn't helping.
I'm not finished!
Like we give a
Need
shit.
some help, Miss White?
Just a minute.
This can't continue.
Everyone just shut up!
Or what?
Bigby?
Don't.
Please, do not blame the sheriff for his outburst. It isn't Bigby's fault. He can't control his nature, and frankly, I wouldn't dare ask him to try. But with a sheriff so impulsive, shouldn't the new deputy mayor have at least some command over her office?
Bluebeard?
Are either of them fit to run this town?
Can I say something?
Excuse me?
Narissa.
Who the hell is she?
My name is Narissa.
Well, Narissa, please step aside.
Wait!
How long have you been standing there?
I have something to say.
Let her speak, Bluebeard.
But
let her speak.
I haven't been able to speak my mind for a long time. We were prisoners at that club. We had nowhere to go. No one cared enough. Certainly not Crane. You're acting like they haven't done anything good in the last few days, but you know that's not true. Because of the sheriff and Snow, I can finally talk about what happened to me. To all of us. We're free now. And I think that should count for something.
Thank you, Narissa. She's right. We haven't been there for you in the past. And I'll be the first to admit we've made plenty of mistakes. But I truly want what's best for this town, and we're trying to make things right. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And I'm sure Bigby does too. It's going to take some time to clean up Crane's mess, but he's gone now. The Crooked Man is dead, the killer has been found, and you can all rest easy knowing we're here to look out for you. I'll make sure of it.
While that's all very touching, is it enough? I'm still not convinced Miss White has what it takes to control the sheriff, or run this town.
I am. We haven't really given them a chance. Crane just left. Let's see what Snow and Bigby can do on their own.
I trust Snow to do right by us. Bigby too.
I think they've had enough chances.
Things are finally changing around here. Maybe you don't feel it, but I do. Bigby and Snow are good for Fabletown.
She's right. Now that things have settled down, I'm sure they can do better.
And we will. Right, Sheriff?
Of course we will. We're not like Crane. We'll look out for you.
We'll see.
You see that?
It's finally over.
Good riddance, at least.
This won't end well.
Shit.
It's over now.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Ёбаная свинья, блядь. Бля, это охуенный перс, на самом деле. Это просто шедевр, блядь. Сука, ебаная свинья. Да не, на самом деле это правильная концовка, я думаю.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait!
Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... if you could bring it to her, she was nice. So...
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit!
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie... It was my fault. I sold them out, and she just...
I'm So sorry, that's horrible.
That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. If you hadn't killed the Crooked Man back there, he would have just talked his way out of it like he always does. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Что сказать, Волк среди нас два выйдет скоро. Продолжение будет, скорее всего. Мне кажется, это не просто так, почему она сняла ленточку, не сняла ее. Maybe это ее убьет, либо же как-то причастна в чем-то, хз. Типа там какие-то тесты говорились. Хуй его знает. Я посмотрел еще на концовочку, честно говоря. Так, что тут у нас? Блять, вот это заебись перевод, конечно. Охуенно. Так, вы солгали ему. Вы бросили с ним после допроса. Что тут дальше? Вы предложили ему защитить управление. Вы дали ему выпить, когда он попросил. Так, вы помогли ему избежать фермы. Вы ударили его. Вера умерла. Вы дали ей деньги после драки с дровосеком. Блять, больше никому не буду давать. Так, вы оставили его умирать. Ну, все правильно. Вы предложили ей работу. Пошла она нахуй. Вы пили с Грином после похорон Лили. Блять, еще одна отсылка. Ёбаный в рот. Ладно, неважно. Так, Оля, вы перервали похороны сестры. Вы притворились дровосеками, и она потеряла сознание. Вы... Нериса. Вы пытались снять ее ленту в офисе Биби. Это странный перс, на самом деле. Снежка, вы взяли ее с вами в бар. Вы обещали привезти скрученного мужчину живым. Ну, хуй там плавал. Кружка Тиму, вы стали ждать его. Джаб-младший, вы приняли его, Шука, и пообещали отдать Снежке. Ну, заебись, Шук. Вы заступили за него, когда Снежка хотела отправить его на ферму. Заебись, заступился. Ты же ёбаный. Так. Продолжение истории. А нельзя как-то эпизод снять? Так, сохранение. Блять, ну типа такое. Типа такое, бля. Так, нам надо, чтобы выбрать сохранение, я хочу посмотреть еще одну концовку. Не сам уже сначала начинать, ребят, не руфлите. Книга сказаний, главное меню. Я бы еще одну концовку глянул, честно говоря, вот так. Блять, вот я хочу поиграть, вот 5-й эпизод посмотреть, еще одну финалочку.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Так, сейчас, пожалуй, документировать. Да. Так, ну мне кажется, финалочка будет тут заключаться в том, то что... Блять, вот что будет, допустим, мне кажется, он откупится в миссии, я думаю. Блять, стоп, а почему я не могу выбрать его? Так, чтобы перезапустить это, вы должны выбрать новое сохранение. Так, а в чем проблема, блять, вот на это перейти? Окей, давайте заново. Так.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going?
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
How could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for. And
I was
don't.
told I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What? We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on with
we
it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted That any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
Ёбаный в рот,
But
блядь.
believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
Где вариант убить
And
эту тупую
that may not
старушку,
always be
блядь?
clear
Дай
right
мне
away.
её убить, блядь.
But I want you all to know that
Заебала.
I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Где ёбаная концовка, где
Maybe
можно
you
эту
haven't
тварь,
noticed,
блядь,
but we've been
прикончить? Она,
doing all
сука,
this to
тупая
protect
пизда,
you.
блядь.
We're trying to stop
Её
people like
хочу
him.
убить, блядь, не поебать
The
уже.
Crooked
Я хочу
Man's been
ёбнуть эту бабку,
exploiting
блядь.
you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ебаная бабка тебя все равно не спасет, я тебя ёбну, блядь. Не поебать.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know.
The laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Блять, что
Who
он
will be
несёт?
the...
Bigby, Miss White.
А, ну добренько.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
There will be more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Сейчас вытряхну поехать,
Just
блядь.
do what you think is right.
Разорвать либо бросить в колодец, да. Сюда, блядь.
Yes, Sheriff.
Кинуть его в колодец, оторвать ему голову.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Да давай его в колодец.
Not this way.
Нихуя себе. Вы охуели? Алло, блядь, алло. За что, блядь? Что, да просто пизду нахуй и всё.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Давай спросим его, чё нет.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
Давай, чел, ББ уже, все тут уже ничего не поделаешь, друг. Тут только смерть, смерть и смерть. Ну, ничего не поделаешь, друг. Такова судьба. От судьбы не уйдешь.
No, I won't.
Ля, блядь, ё.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Блять, где вариант убить папу? Я так и не понял. Я требую ее убить. Какого хуя?
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Это я. Ну, а хули. Спасибо.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
То есть теперь это Сеня Бартаун стал мэром, походу.
Someone's gonna see you,
Блядь, я
Colin.
опять. Блядь. Ля, пошел, черт. Бля, это свинья, это просто самый лучший перс. Я хочу снять знать очень что. Бля, вот жалко, конечно, их. Я хотел бы, чтобы меня оставили.
Oh, Colin! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit!
И
forgot
там
these.
потерял еще бабки при этом. и всё.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Вообще жалко, больше всего это не мешает.
Shit! Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Я могу его спасти, допустим, не вести на ферму.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
Тебе надо было спиздить бабки этого мудака.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Блин,
So
знаете, чей это голос?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
О, да.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
Очень интересно, а где он там вообще
Come on,
нашел, где
it
плавать
won't
в
be
этом
so
городе?
bad.
Тут разве есть
Have you been there before?
можно плавать?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Почему нельзя его обнять?
Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin?
Все, отвечаю.
Where's the fucking pig?
Colin gets to stay.
That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it. You're all fucking corrupt.
Бля, ну нечестно, конечно, но я бы оставил шапку сюда. А ты идите нахуй.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own. Okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Я хочу понять,
It's
что
about what
значит эта
happened to
ленточка.
Faith and Lily.
Maybe ее
Not
убьет
sure
это,
where
но
to
хотя не
start.
должно, потому что... Типа,
Faith,
эта баба,
Lily and I,
блондинка,
we had this
она
plan.
себя ёбнула, но
We're
она
gonna find a
освободила,
way
и теперь
out.
они могут смело
Leave the
говорить,
pudding in
почему
pie
она не
for
отпускает
good.
ленточку, типа, ее maybe
But
это
then
убьет,
Faith
что?
decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture
Либо
of
она
Crane
будет,
and Lily together. The minute
либо
Faith
она
stole
будет-
that photo, we had
Maybe она
dirt
вообще
on one
может
of the
быть
crooked
последователей
man's
этого
allies. If he
чувака.
found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Вот знаете, еще я заметил, типа, мне вот нравится лишь одно.
I walked her
Во
over
всех
here,
играх
and I left her,
Walking Dead, кроме...
just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
Ну, а почему нет тогда варианта, где, допустим, мы...
I'm sorry, Narissa.
Где мы...
I'm sorry that's what
Типа,
it
он
took
может
to get me to
освободиться.
pay
Почему нет
attention.
такого варианта?
It'll be different now. You'll make things
Я вот
right.
сейчас пойду и
You
гляну.
and
Есть
Snow.
такой вариант?
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done
А
some
сейчас надо
good
слушать
here.
внимательно, что она скажет.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Так, вот сейчас слушаем. Так.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Вот что она хотела этим сказать? Нет, почему музыка так играет дикая?
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to play Speaky like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Блять, ну что это значит, я не могу понять. А если отпустить? Мы ее предупредим, то что она умрет или нет, или что это? Я ничего не понимаю. Какие-то тесты, ленточка, понятно, почему ленточка, она освободилась, но почему она не снимать ее, блядь? В чем проблема? Мне еще нравится то, что он сделал такой ебан, как будто...
I'll see you around.
Тоже что-то не так.
Wolf.
Блядь, так это же вообще говорит, по-моему, кровавой Мэри или как там ее, блядь. Блядь, ну это пиздец. Я ничего не понял. Вы 86% players around Crooked Man back alive. How did you banish Crooked Man? You man down, wishing well. Типа мужика сбросили в этот ведьмин колодец. Ну, короче, при первом прохождении, насколько я понял, вот первый я, типа, оставил его умирать, а второе. New place brought the Crooked Man back alive. Что-то я не понимаю. Все, я понял. Так, Crooked Man place there, Crooked Man down. Так, это понял. If players decide to accept this gift for now, what we are lesson word of you and 15 players said, I hope we done some good here. Join the Discord now. Visit official the Wolf Among Us community page. www.games.com. Ну, короче, не знаю. Очень странная, на самом деле, концовка, потому что это будет связано с новым The Wolf Among Us 2. Потому что будет уже продолжение скоро. Вроде бы на Reddit там говорили об этом. Ну, короче, я рад, что прошел эту игрушку. Мне кажется, она топовая. Ну, типа, прикольно, но, блядь, я не понимаю концовку. Типа, мы сделали все правильно, но ленточку, сука, она не сняла. И он сделал такое лицо, как будто, не знаю, будет какой-то пиздец, если она не снимет ленту. Или мне как все это кажется, я вообще долбоёб. Короче, не важно. Ну, типа, видите, продолжение, вот этот красавица и чудовище. Вот они. Вот волк, вот вроде бы Мэри или как там Белоснежка. Этот хуй его знает, кто это? Какие-то кролики, блядь. Что это? Какая-то драма, блядь. Что это такое? Так. Стив Леон. Так, Famous Wolf, Famous. Ну, короче, блядь, что это за баг? Ебануться. Да? Ладно, в общем, игра была топовая. Так, книги сказаний. Вот что я вот тут не открыл? У меня вопрос. Что я тут не открыл? Вот мне интересно прочитать, что они вообще себя представляют. Привело бы ее к смерти, а любые попытки заговорить об этом подавались заявлением. Во время она попыталась жить нормальной жизнью. В конце концов, она вышла замуж за хорошего человека, но он постоянно думал о ленте на ее шее. Несмотря на все просьбы, трогала ленту. Однажды ночью, когда она спала, он попытался снять ее, как только она потянула за край ленточки и увидела, что делал ее муж. В панике она вырвала, затягивая узел снова. Она поняла, что больше не может доверять ему, и решила уйти. Она переживала в родных землях, предпочла одиночество и безопасность. Короче, из Walking Dead это... Короче, это ебануто. Так, когда преступник доставляет в Фейблтаун, традиционной процедурой является проведение формальных слушаний перед обществом заинтересованных сторон. Как бы то ни было, часто делается исключение в целях экономики времени. Заебись. Так, серьезно, в то же время быстрый меры для ситуации такого рода и степени наказания будет зависеть от того, кто обвинен. Ну, неплохо. Так, новый порядок. После того, как Крейн исчез, мэр Кофла официально назначил Белоснежку. То есть она стала мэром. А почему в течение многих лет ее вернули, что ли? Шериф Бигби. После того, как он погиб, как Боб Бигби покинул родные земли, он стал путешествовать по Европе, в новом мире быстро вспоминался. Так, колония для сказаний Белоснежки. Так, он сказал, так, Бигби стал шерифом в Фейблтаун. Ну, короче, мы стали шерифом. Ну, прикольно, что я могу сказать. Прикольно, мне понравилось. Ну ладно, мы тогда все закончим уже. Бля, ну игрушка была топовая, на самом деле. Достижение. Так, лягушатник какой-то. Добренько, добренько. А что у нас тут? Игра. Ну, короче, добренько, добренько, ничего не скажешь. Мы перепройду, когда Волк 2 выйдет. Ну, это не точно, конечно. В общем, что я хочу сказать? Ну ладно тогда, врубай, давайте всем бабушечки. Ну, сейчас запущу поток по Рисону, либо Шерлок Холмс. Перепройду. Чисто почилить. Ой. Что-нибудь бахнем еще, может, и поиграем еще. Ладно, в общем, всем бабушечки давайте. Так, всем пока. Всем пока. Так. Всем пока, давайте. Так, все, всем бабушечки давайте. Так, всем бабушечки. Всем бабы. Ладно.